All right, you're going to notice his initial stride freezes, but then what you're going to find is there's actually a secondary stride, which is his real stride, and that's when the front foot comes open. Now, he does get his barrel into the hitting zone pretty quickly, and he makes decent contact there, good bat angle, but then the ball itself forces his bat down, causes his top hand to kind of begin rolling through the zone instead of driving through the zone. You see the roll through, low finish, instead of extending through, keeping that good launch angle that everybody talks about, which would have allowed his weight load transfer to be further onto his backside. That way you are hitting behind the baseball and inside of the baseball, driving. All right, guys, let's talk about this in slow motion as it relates over to a professional athlete, Mr. Taylor Ward. If you'll notice, we're going to be focusing on their actual initial stride, their load as they prep their position to approach the baseball. Okay, we're going to do one, then the other. Then we're going to move into actually paying attention to the front foot. Notice that when Taylor does his load, he actually maintains his weight transfer midfoot or midline back. Front foot stays nice and closed, potentially creating that kinetic chain from his foot up through his body in the form of rotational power. When that front foot flies open in that initial load or that stride, you're setting yourself up to basically have to force your swing with your hands and your arms, not really allowing your lower half to help you out at all. As you can kind of see, as they make that approach to the baseball, both of their hands actually get to the ball pretty well, but once they make contact, the difference here is you're going to see the top hand is very, very weak. On the young athlete, much stronger in the older athlete here. If you look Taylor, he actually drives not just to the ball. His goal isn't to hit the ball, it's to hit through the ball. So as he takes his top hand to contact, he's going to continue through contact for an extended period of time. And so you'll notice that as he's extending through the ball, his weight load is maintaining midfoot or midline to backside, and he keeps his head and upper body so incredibly still. It's actually remarkable. He's actually one of the elite athletes in the pro level when it comes to maintaining that balanced upper body, keeping his head very stationary and pivoting off that center line, right? Your young athletes have a tendency to shift forward, tilt back, roll back, shift back, fall back. Maybe they're trying to swing or overswing with their upper body, so they tend to kind of spin instead of drive the backside foot. I know a lot of the squash the bug thing kind of is super popular, but the reality is the back foot's not spinning. The back knee is driving, and that's creating that slight forward movement that's going to then allow that front foot to be anchored, and that's where the kinetic chain starts. The amount of energy we can place into that front foot as it begins to allow the hips to rotate and create that rotational torque, that's what's going to get the hands going inside and through the baseball, creating the actual bat head speed that everybody's searching for, that exit velocity. All right, you're going to notice as they finish through the angle of their upper body as it relates to their lead leg, their left leg in this case. You'll notice that the angle is almost perfect in Taylor. You'll see that Cody has a tendency to shift forward with his upper body, almost prepping himself for getting out of the box, assuming you may be a ground ball or what have you, whereas your more mature athletes, they're willing to be patient, more confident in the box. They're going to stay back even through contact, through swing. And so you'll see earlier in the video we talked about, and I kind of drew some lines there to help kind of give you guys an idea of what, proper launch angle, hitting not just to but through the ball, trying to maintain top hand extension and not allowing that top hand to roll over, either causing you to roll over the ball or a myriad of things actually. But if you look at the eye-level athlete, they're going to not just make palm-up contact, they're going to have top hand palm-up as they extend through, almost like they're punching through a punching bag as they make that extension. And then, of course, finishing backside strong in a very balanced and very controlled way. Yes, although Taylor does release the bat through the zone, he is well through the ball, both hands extending through before that top hand releases from the bat, allowing him to maintain that really pretty finish so many people have come to know. All right, guys. Well, anyway, that's a breakup. That's a breakdown of what we're looking at here with these two athletes. One obviously quite young, one quite a bit more mature, much stronger, and well advanced, obviously, to the professional level. So hope that helped a little bit, maybe give you some visuals, and look forward to working with you guys very soon, and hopefully continuing to produce these quick and little, nothing too fancy videos.